Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for clicking on another video. It's time for my predictions for Game Week 3 of the Premier League. And now I want to start this video off by talking about probably the signing. It's literally the news that everyone's talking about right now. It is official that Pape has joined Tottenham from Metz on a massively long 6-year contract, and we've sent him back to Metz for the season to get some more development in him. Of course, I'm taking the piss. Ronaldo has joined or rejoined Manchester United for the small fee of £12.5 million. Now look, I said this a few days ago and stuff like that. Ronaldo did not need to go to Manchester City and stuff. If he was going to go anywhere, that United should have stepped forward and done something about it. It only took City for some reason come out and saying, oh no, we don't actually want him, he's not the type of player we want. And then all of a sudden for Jorge Mendes to call United and say, do you want him? And they said, hell yes. The rumoured €25 million fee was obviously a lot less. You know, they're paying like 12.5 up front and the rest of it's going to be on add-ons and stuff like that. But look, this can only mean massive things for the Premier League and stuff like that. Having Ronaldo back in the Prem is huge. Even if he is 36 years old, he's still better than 90% of the Premier League players. So let's enjoy it while we got it. A lot of people didn't get to see Ronaldo in his prime at Manchester United. They might not get to see him in his prime now, but they still get to see Ronaldo in a Manchester United shirt. It just begs the question now, will Cavani give up that number 7 shirt? We'll have to wait and see. But moving on to Game Week 3 and stuff like that, I want to give my predictions. I did pretty well last week. I got 2 results exactly correct. A couple of good games that I got right as well. But, you know, let's see what we do this weekend. So we start with the lunchtime kickoff on Saturday. We talk about Manchester City at home to Arsenal. We'll have to see how both teams fare out in this. Obviously, City are going to be... They should be up for it and something. You know, they thumped Norwich last weekend and stuff like that, so they've just got another relegation rival to put some goals past. I have a sneaking suspicion City will go big on this again. It is the lunchtime kickoff, so normally you don't ever bet on the lunchtime kickoff, but I'm going for it, and I'm going to go for a City 3-0 win. I can't see Arsenal scoring. So yeah, my prediction, Manchester City 3, Arsenal 0. We then move into the 3 o'clock because we've got a good bunch of games. We've got 5 3 o'clock kickoffs and everything. One thing I do like, we've got Aston Villa hosting Brentford. I can see this again finishing in a draw, you know, and I think that with the way both teams are playing, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I said this last week with Brentford against Crystal Palace, being 1-1 and end up finishing 0-0. But I just think that both Villa and Brentford have got too much not to give to score a goal or two and stuff like that. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this. I think that's fair for both teams and stuff like that. We've then got Brighton at home to Everton. Now, I wrote Brighton off last week and stuff like that against Watford. I expected them to be beaten. With them being at home, even if it is against Everton, I'm going to go for a Brighton 2-1 victory. I know that seems really out there, but I'm going to go for a Brighton victory. I just think, I mean, Everton looked alright but unremarkable against Leeds. You know, they threw away 2 leads. So, yeah, I'm going to go for a very shocked 2-1 Brighton victory, I think. Watch me get that one completely wrong. Newcastle United host Southampton. Now, this is really a lesser of 2 evils for me, but I'm going to confidently say 2-0 Southampton. The way they played against Man United, they should have won. So, yeah, I'm going to go quite confident. I'm going to go for a Southampton 2-0 victory. And that could even... They won't spell the end for Steve Bruce and stuff like that, but it's going to put him firmly in the Dragon's Den, trying to save his job. But that's a weird analogy. I don't know why I said that. We've got Norwich hosting Leicester. Now, I think this is still going to be a Leicester victory. Norwich obviously faced, you know, their first 3 games are 3 of former Premier League champions and stuff like that, which is just absolutely incredible for them. I mean, they're not going to survive, let's be honest. It's not going to be massive, I think. I mean, Norwich have been, you know, they shifted 3 against Liverpool. They shifted 5 away to Man City. Leicester obviously on the wrong end of a 4-1 thumping away to West Ham, so they're still going to be reeling from that. They've lost Jose Perez, but I'm going to go for a 2-0 Leicester. I think 2-0 Leicester is a fair enough result for it. The final 3 o'clock kickoff is West Ham versus Crystal Palace. I think before the Leicester game, I would have probably called a very close draw or a win for West Ham. It's now a unanimous win for West Ham. I'm going to go 3-0. I think the way they're playing at the moment is just top draw. It hurts to say, but, I'm going to go for a 3-0 West Ham victory. And then we have one of the first big games of the season. Let's think. What games have we had? We've had Tottenham, Man City, we've had Arsenal, Chelsea. Now we've got Liverpool hosting Chelsea at the 5:30 kickoff. This, I don't see a winner in this. I really don't. I see an entertaining 2-2 draw in this. I see both teams going at it. I see Lukaku scoring. I see Salah scoring. By the end of the full-time whistle, I see a 2-2 draw, and I'm going to go for one controversy as well. Say a goal gets ruled out with a bad decision or something like that. So that's how I see that going. We move on to Sunday. We've got 3 games. We've got Burnley hosting Leeds at 2 o'clock. Easy Leeds win for me. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Leeds win. Can't see Burnley scoring. I mean, they've just apparently had a fee of £15 million accepted by Lyon for Cornet, which would be huge. Could potentially help Burnley. So we'll have to see how that goes and everything. But yeah, I'm going to go for a confident 2-0 victory against Leeds. Tottenham at home to Watford. I think I always don't want to be biased during these situations, but after Watford's loss away to Brighton, and the fact that we just beat Pacos de Ferreira 3-0 to safely secure our position in the Conference League group stages, I'm going to go for a 3-0 Tottenham victory. Kane's back in the team, scores 2 goals, so I can firmly see him scoring. I can see Son scoring. So, yeah, my prediction, Tottenham 3, Watford 0. And then we have Wolves at home to Manchester United. And what sucks for me is the fact that they've announced Ronaldo before where they're away. They would have loved to have done a Varane-style thing and stuff like that. We had him out at half-time. I jokingly said this to a colleague of mine at work. I said to him, Ronaldo would be... he'd be there before the game, he'd be there in the middle of the game at half-time, be there at the end of the game, and at the 7th minute, the referee would pick the ball up and he'd walk onto the pitch to a unanimous applause if it was at Old Trafford. But it's not. I can see this one. I want to say a draw. I really do. United's last game against Southampton looked really, really poor. Wolves look very, very strong at home against Tottenham. I'm going to go for an entertaining 2-2 draw between Wolves and Manchester United. There's just something about it that I can just see happening. So I can see Wolves 2, Manchester United 2. That is my predictions for game week 3 and stuff like that. As always, this will be on Monday, Bank Holiday Monday for us in the UK. I will be reviewing the games and stuff like that. Did I get them right? Did I get them wrong? Just a quick touch up from the Tottenham side of things and stuff like that. Obviously, the group stages for the Europa League, and we had the Champions League yesterday with the Europa League and the Conference League today. Just to quickly go through that, if I can find it real quick, what the group stages were. I think some of the draws have been quite favourable for teams. City have got PSG in the Champions League. That's going to be absolutely huge. So let's just have a quick look here. So City will play Paris Saint-Germain, RB Leipzig and Club Brugge. That's a really tough group for Man City. Leipzig are not slouches. Club Brugge will probably be the easy one there, but City have struggled against sort of teams like that in the past. Liverpool have got Atletico Madrid, Porto and AC Milan, the absolute group of death for them. Could be difficult potentially to get out of that, I'm just saying. Group C, Sporting Lisbon, Dortmund, Ajax and Besiktas. Group D, Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk and Sheriff Tiraspol. Pretty good group for Inter and Real Madrid there. Group E, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Benfica and Dinamo Kiev. UEFA really fucking over Barcelona in that one. Group F, Villarreal, Manchester United, Atalanta and Young Boys. Manchester United having to play the team that beat them in the Europa League final. Lille, Sevilla, FC Salzburg and Wolfsburg are in Group G. And Chelsea have Juventus, Zenit St. Petersburg and Malmo. Again, not a difficult group for them, but obviously, we're going to have Juventus now without Ronaldo. So, that's a Difficult one to call for all that, but I think the English teams will all be fairly happy with what they've got. We go into the Europa League now. Group A, Lyon, Rangers, Sparta Prague and Brøndby. Pretty difficult for Rangers. Group B, Monaco, PSV Eindhoven, Real Sociedad and Sturm Graz. I think I would call that potentially could be the group of death there. Group C, Napoli, Leicester, Spartak Moscow and Legia Warsaw. Leicester got a really strong group in that. That could be a struggle for them. Group D, Olympiacos, Frankfurt, Fenerbahce and Royal Antwerp. Group E, Lazio, Lokomotiv Moscow, Marseille and Galatasaray. Group F, Braga, Red Star, Belgrade, Ludogorets and Midtjylland. Group G, Bayer Leverkusen, Celtic, Real Betis and Frankfurt. That's a difficult group for Celtic. I really can't see them getting out of that. And Group H, Dinamo Zagreb, Genk, West Ham and Rapid Vienna. A pretty okay group for West Ham. If they do, I think they could finish second. They'll either finish second or third. I can't see them finishing bottom of the group. I think Zagreb will walk the group. But, you know, that's just how I think of it. I'm not going to go through the Conference League and stuff like that. Major sort of ones in there. Roma, I've got Zorya Luhansk, CSK Sofia and Bodo Glimt. Feyenoord, I've got Slavia Prague, Union Berlin and Maccabi Haifa. And Tottenham have got Rennes, Vitesse, Arnhem and NS Mura. So a confident group for Tottenham and everything. I can see us quite easily getting out of that, but you never know, this is football and stuff like that. We'll have to see what happens as the weeks go on. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for listening. If you got to the end of this video, hit a like and subscribe down below. Leave me yourself in the comments. What do you guys think of the draws? What do you think of the this weekend's fixtures and everything? What are your guys' predictions? Let me know down below. Socials are in the description as well. And as always, I'll speak to you in another video. Peace.